Hey guys, welcome back to No Kitchen Name. It's me, Ella. Today we're going to make this cute Easter bunny or just bunny. So follow along and grab your supplies and let's head over to the craft table and make this no-sew bunny. So cute. So to make the bunny, you need some things. Yarn, a yarn color for your body of your bunny, and then a pink or whatever color you want to use for the nose. Today I'm using Parfait Chunky by Premier. So it is a size 6 bulky, super bulky yarn. And I do think it's a little small though, smaller I think. So I'm using Parfait Chunky. You'll need a stitch marker, a hook. I'm using a 4mm hook just because of my tension. You may have to adjust your hook size depending on your tension or on the type of yarn you use, if you use bigger yarn or smaller yarn. Scissors, and then if you want to use safety eyes, you can use safety eyes, or you need yarn for embroidering eyes, which I will show how to do that later. So let's hop into it. Okay, to get started, we're going to start on the ears. We're going to make the 2 ears first, and that way we can crochet them into the body as we go. So get your body color yarn, and we're going to start with a magic ring with 5 single crochets in it. This is how I make the magic ring. So I just kind of cross it over my finger. There's like an X here. I first go kind of over to the side, and when I came back around, I make an X. And then you go under the first one, over the second one, and pull it through. And when you pull it through, you kind of twist it, and then you chain 1 to like lock it in place. So now we're going to put 5 single crochets in our magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to tighten our ring up carefully. Sometimes this yarn gets a little globbed up in there and you have to kind of move the stitches around. Okay, so there is the top of our ear. So now for round 1, we're going to increase each stitch. Let me tighten that up. Okay. So we're going to go on this first stitch and we're going to do an increase, which is where you put 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Then we're going to stop and we're going to put our stitch marker into that first stitch that we made. So that's 1 and 2. So increase again for 3 and 4. Increase again for 5 and 6. Increase again for 7 and 8. And then the last increase for 9 and 10. Okay, for round 2, we're going to do 1 single crochet. And then put our stitch marker back. And then we're going to do an increase. Then we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and we're going to repeat that around. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, all the way around. At the end of this round, you'll have 15 stitches. For round 3, we're going to do 2 single crochets. So there's 1. Put our stitch marker back. 1, 2, and the next stitch we're going to increase. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, increase, and we're going to repeat that around. Single crochet, increase, all the way around. At the end of this row, you will have 20 stitches. Okay, so we got 20 stitches. So now for rows 4 and 5, we're going to do single crochet all the way around. So we're just going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch for 2 rounds. So round 4 and round 5 are just single crochet all the way around. At the end of both those rounds, you'll have 20 stitches. Okay, so we did 2 rounds of solid single crochet. Now we're going to do round 6, which is going to be 1 single crochet. Put our stitch marker in. So we did 1. Now we're going to do another one, and then we're going to decrease. So the way I decrease is I go in the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then I go into the next stitch, the very next one, yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to pull through both. That's taking 2 stitches and turning it into 1 stitch. So we're going to do that again. Single crochet 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to decrease. So I'll go in 1 stitch, yarn over and pull through, go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and go through all 3. So we're doing single, single, decrease, single, single, decrease, all the way around. At the end of this round, you'll have 15 stitches. Okay, so now for round 7 of the ear, we're going to do 1 single crochet, put our stitch marker in, oops, Okay, we did 1 single crochet, and then we're going to do 1 decrease. Then we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, and then we're going to repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round, you'll have 10 stitches. Okay, so now for rounds 8 and 9, we're going to single crochet in each stitch around. So I'll just do 1 single crochet in each stitch for 2 rounds, and at the end of row 9, you will have 10 stitches. Now for round 10, we're going to decrease all the way around, so you're going to do just 5 decreases. There's 1. All the way around, so at the end of round 10 you'll have 5 stitches, but we're gonna close it up. So there's 1, here's 2 decreases, 3 decreases, 4, and our last one. So now you have 5 stitches around. Let's take our stitch marker off, and right here you don't have to stuff the ears, they stay not stuffed. So we're going to fold the ear flat like this, and we're going to go in at the bottom of the stitch we just finished and through to the next side, and we're going to do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to do it again in the middle, and then a 3rd time in this last spot over here. So it's 3 stitches across, and then we're going to, you don't have to leave a tail, you just leave a little, a little bit of a tail. We will probably tie those in a knot on the inside of the bunny's head just to give them a little bit more security. But that is 1 ear. So now you're going to follow those same instructions to make another ear, and then we're going to set them aside while we make the bunny's head, and then we'll single crochet, what am I saying? We'll crochet them in as we make the head. So now we're ready to start the bunny, the actual body of the bunny. We're going to start with the nose color, but have your body color nearby because we're only going to do 4 stitches with the nose color. So we're going to start with either a magic ring or a chain 2, whichever you prefer. And we're going to make 3 whole stitches in pink, and we're not going to finish the last one. So here's 1, 2, 3. So there's our first 3. Now we're going to start making the 4th one, but we're not going to finish it. We're going to pick up our body color and do the last yarn over in the body color. So now we can trim our nose color, and we're completely done with it. You don't need it anymore. Just need a little tiny bit. So now we're going to pull our magic ring, and we'll secure these ends a little bit better in a little bit. Okay, so now for the first round of the bunny after the magic ring, we're going to do 1 single crochet increase, 1 single crochet increase. So we'll do our first single crochet. You don't really need a stitch marker there just at first, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. So there's our first one. Then we're going to do an increase. Then we're going to do 1 single crochet, and then an increase. So at the end of that round, we have 6 stitches. Kind of poke the nose out. So for round 2, we're going to increase each stitch. So the first stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets. 1, oops, 2. Now we're going to put our stitch marker in the first one we made there. Next stitch we're going to increase 3, 4. Next stitch increase 5, 6. Increase again for 7, 8, increase again, 9, 10, and then the last stitch increase. So at the end of round 2, you have 12 stitches. For round 3, we're going to single crochet 3. So let's do 1 and put our stitch marker back. So there's 1, then we're going to do 2 and 3. Then we're going to increase the next 6 stitches. So here's the first one. 1 increase, 2 increases, 3 increases, 4 increases, 5 increases, and 6 increases. And then we have 3 more stitches left, so we're going to do 1 single crochet in each of those 3. 1, 2, and 3. This is doing some shaping. This is the top of the bunny's head where the eyes will be and the ears. So that was the round 3. You have 18 stitches. Round 4, we're going to do 3 single crochets. So here's 1. Put our stitch marker back. 2 and 3. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. We're going to do that 6 times. So we'll do 1 and then increase, 1 and then increase. That was 2 times. Do 1 and increase, 1 and increase. That was 4 times. 1 increase. And the last one is 1 increase. So we did that 6 times. And now we should have 3 stitches left. 1, 2, 3. We're going to single crochet each of those. 1, 2, and 3. So at the end of round 4, you'll have 24 stitches. Round 5, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So put 1 single crochet in each stitch. And at the end of round 5, you'll have 24 stitches. So now for round 6 is the round we're going to be adding the ears. So grab your ears and pull them over here. So first we're going to single crochet 9. So let's do 1 single crochet and put our stitch marker back. So that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we're going to single crochet our first ear on. So take one of your ears, and remember you have 3 single crochets across the top. We're going to lay it with the bunny's head. We're going to go through the ear and through the next single crochet and do 1 single crochet. Going to go into the next stitch on the ear and the next stitch on the bunny and complete a single crochet, and then we're going to do it one more time. So the last stitch on the ear and the next stitch on the bunny, and there we go. So that ear is attached. So now we're going to single crochet 3. So here's, oops, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to take our second ear and do that same thing. So we're going to go through 1 stitch on the ear and 1 stitch on the bunny head. Go through the middle stitch on the ear, the next stitch on the bunny head, and then the last stitch on the ear and the next stitch on the bunny head. So now both our ears are attached, and then we will single crochet the rest of the stitches, which should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you still have 24 stitches. We just added the ears, so the ears are attached. Before I continue crocheting, I'm going to take my hook and poke it through this last row I did and grab the tails from the ears and just pull them to the inside of the head. There's that one, and I'm going to do it again to this ear. Okay, and then I like to take them and just tie them together so that they're not poking out. I also do that to these beginning tails. I just like to knot them a few times just to make sure nothing gets loose. If that pulls your nose in, all you gotta do is poke your finger in there and push it back out. Now would be a good time to do safety eyes if you're planning on doing safety eyes. Now the size of your safety eyes depends on the size of the yarn and stuff you use. This is a size 6 yarn, but I think it's a smaller 6. These are, I think, 12mm safety eyes. I would put them about right there. Look at that face. And as you can see, here's the nose. So this was round 1, 2, 3, 4. I put them in between rounds 3 and 4 with a few stitches in between. If you use bigger yarn, you would use bigger eyes. And if you use little tiny yarn, you could use little tiny eyes. You could also glue on felt eyes or embroider eyes, which I'm going to embroider eyes for this particular bunny, so I'm not going to snap these eyes into place. But that is where you would place them if you were using safety eyes. So now let's continue crocheting. We are on round 7. So let's take all these ends and just kind of stick them in the bunny's head. They'll just be part of stuffing later. Okay, so round 7 is our first decrease round. So we're going to single crochet 2. So there's 1. Put our stitch marker back. 2, decrease. 1, 2, decrease. We're going to repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round, you will have 18 stitches. So now for round 8, we're going to do an increase round. This is going to be increasing for the body, so the head is completely done at this point. And other than eyes, if you're going to embroider them. So for round 8, we're going to do 1 single crochet. Place our stitch marker back. And then we're going to increase. We're going to do 1 single crochet, increase. We're going to repeat that around, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, all the way around. At the end of this round, you'll have 27 stitches. For round 9, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So put 1 stitch in every single crochet all the way around. And at the end of that row, you will have 27 stitches. Okay, so now we're going to do round 10. Round 10 is the first round with feet. So the first stitch, we're going to single crochet. And then we're going to put our stitch marker back. Now we're going to do a foot. So the feet are made up of triple crochet bobble stitches. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to yarn over twice and insert into the next stitch. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through. Then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to leave this last part of the stitch unworked. So from there, we're going to yarn over twice again, go back in that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So see how this is growing in numbers? That's a good thing. So now we have 2 of them. So we're going to do that 3 more times. We want 5 triple crochets in this 1 stitch. So we're going to yarn over again twice, insert same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we've done 3. So let's do 2 more. Yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we got 4. 1 more. Yarn over twice, insert in that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now at this point you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on your hook. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to go through all 6 of those. So there's your first little bobble foot. It's cute, it's adorable, we love it. So now we're going to do 3 single crochets, but you might have to kind of pull your foot over because they tend to kind of take up a lot of room. You see that? Right here's the stitch we're going to work into. So just kind of push them over, and we're going to go into this next stitch here. We're going to do 1 single crochet. There's a little foot poking out. You can stick your finger in there to kind of make sure all the stitches are poked out good. So that was 1. Let's do 2 and 3. And now we're going to do the exact same thing we just did with this foot, but right here. So we're going to start it with yarning over twice, going into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So that's 1. This is our working chain from the single crochet. So we're going to do that 4 more times. Yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2 of them. Yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 3, yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 4, 1 more time, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 6 loops, yarn over and go through all 6 of those. Okay, so there's your first bunny feet. You made 2 of them. Woo! Again, like I said, poke your finger in there and just kind of push them out. and then you may have to like scoosh it over to get that first single crochet. So if you miss that, your count will be off and you'll be freaking out. But now we got those 2 feet done. Now we're going to single crochet the rest of the stitches of this round, which should be 21. So go ahead and do that, and then at the end of this round, oops, let's do that first one. The first one's a little bit hard. You'll still have 27 stitches. It's just 2 of them are big old bobble stitches. Okay, so there's his first feet and his nose, so cute. So now for rounds 11 through 13, so 11, 12, 13, 3 rounds, we're going to single crochet all the way around. The first round is a little finicky with the bobbles, so let's just walk through that real quick. So your very first stitch here is a single crochet. So we're going to single crochet into that little guy. Put your stitch marker back. Okay. So now this is the top of your bobble. So this was our single crochet. This right here is our next stitch at the top of the bobble. And then on the other side of the bobble is our next single crochet. So that was 3. And then we have 2 single crochets right here. So 4, 5, and then on the top of the bobble, if you move it over, you can see a stitch right here. That's the top of the bobble. 6, and then move the bobble over again. That's the top right there of this single crochet. So we're going to work into that. So there we go. We got all those worked, and now the rest of it's pretty easy. So we'll finish the rest of round 11 just single crochet crossed, and then 12 and 13 all the way around just single crochets. At the end of those rounds, you'll have 27 stitches. Okay, we just finished rounds 11, 12, and 13, single crocheting all the way around, and we have 27 stitches. So now we're going to go into round 14, which is the second round with feet. So for this round, we're going to single crochet 2. There's 1. And 2. And now we're going to make the first hind leg. So we're going to do the same thing we did with these 2. So we're going to yarn over twice, insert in the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert in the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2 of them. Yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There's 3 of them. Yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 more, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 6 loops. Yarn over and go through all 6 of them. Okay, and then again, kind of squish your foot over. Right, there's our next single crochet. So we are going to single crochet 3. So here's 1. Push your foot out with your finger. 2, 3, and then we're going to make the last foot right here. So yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 4, so 1 more. Yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over and go through all 6 of those. Whew! Okay, so that is the feet. We still have 1 more bobble to do for the tail, but I think it's a little bit smaller. I don't know. I can't remember. But let's pull this kind of over. Here's our next stitch. So let's single crochet that real quick. And then at this point, you can go ahead and make sure all your feet are poked out the way you like them. They're not stuck in there because sometimes they get kind of pushed in and stuck. So you just poke them out. Now for the rest of round 14, I just did that 1. So now there's 19 more, so there's a total of 20 single crochets after the second foot. So single crochet those all the way around. Okay, so now we have only 3 more rounds left of this bunny. This next round, round 15, we're going to decrease some, and we're also going to make the tail. So first, we're going to start with a decrease right off the bat in these first 2 stitches here. So let's go ahead and do our 1 decrease. Put our stitch marker back. and then in the top of the bobble, so we just did our decrease, so this spot right here is our bobble stitch. Do 1 single crochet, and then if you push the bobble over, there's a single crochet here and a single crochet here. We're going to decrease those two together. So there's our decrease, and then there's a single crochet right there. And we're going to put a single crochet in, and then the top of our bobble is right here. We're going to decrease the top of the bobble with this next single crochet together. So that was decrease 1, decrease 1, decrease, do 1 single crochet. That was 3. So we need to do 2 more of those. So let's do a decrease, single crochet, decrease, and a single crochet. So now after that last, we did 5 decrease single crochet, decrease single crochet. Now right here, after we did our 5th decrease single crochet, we're going to do 1 more decrease. That's going to line us up to where our tail is. So here's the nose, just kind of even it up here. Now we're going to make a bobble just like we did for the feet before the tail. So here we go again. Yarn over twice, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 2, 1, 2, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, that is 4, 1 more, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, you'll have 6, yarn over and pull through all 6 of those. So that is his little cotton tail, and then we're going to squish that over, and we're right here. We're going to immediately start off with a decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet. Should be 3 of them that we can make. So let's start immediately with a single crochet, a decrease, I'm sorry. So do a decrease, and then a single crochet, and then a decrease, and a single crochet, and then the last decrease and single crochet. Okay, so there we are. Now this point is where we're going to stop and start stuffing. Okay, so now we're going to stuff. We're going to start by stuffing up here. Probably should have done that sooner, but it's okay. Now if you remember, there's a lot of yarn tails up in there, so that does help stuff the nose. If you want to kind of hold the nose in your hand and stuff it with your finger to kind of get the tip of the nose stuffed, you can. And then take some polyfill and stick it in there to go to the head. Do some shaping. I like to kind of stick my fingers in the middle and pull out. That way I can make it a little bit denser by adding more polyfill. And you can stuff it as much or as less as you want. Just keep adding polyfill till you're happy. So I think I'm pretty happy with the face there. So now I'm going to stuff the body. And we'll still add a little bit more stuffing at the end. Just get in there and you push it and manipulate it to where it's kind of hollow in the middle, and then you can add more stuffing into that hollow spot that you created. That way it gets a little bit denser. So there's his little face stuffed, his body. I'm going to add more to his body once I make the hole smaller. So okay, let's go on to the next round, which is round 16. In it, we're just going to do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease all the way around. I forgot to say at the end of round 15 you have 18 stitches, and now at the end of round 16 we'll have 12. So we're just going to do 1 single crochet, put the stitch marker back, and then we're going to do a decrease. Whoops. And then we're going to do a single crochet and a decrease. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. At the end of that round, you'll have 12 stitches. Okay, I'm at the end of round 12, and I'm going to go ahead and take some more fiber fill and stuff in there. Again, I'm kind of sticking my fingers in the middle and pulling out to the sides to create a hole to put more fiber fill. And I'm going to do that until it is the denseness that I want it to be. And then probably at the very end, I will stuff a little bit more in there. Alright, so let's remove our stitch marker. So now for the last row, which is row 17, we're going to decrease 6 times. And it's going to bring us down to 6 stitches. So we're going to do 1 decrease, 2, 3 decreases, whoops, Lord, I'm getting all tangled up, 4 decreases, 5, and then our last decrease. Leave a little bit of yarn so you can weave in your end, and knot that off. Okay, so if you feel like it needs some more stuff in there at the tail end, add some more stuff in the tail end. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So now I need to weave in my tail. I completely forgot to tell you at the beginning of this video that you'll need a yarn needle, but you will. Okay, so we're going to close up this hole carefully because this chenille yarn likes to snap easy. If you're using a chenille type yarn, just be careful. Just going to close it all up here. I like to go kind of through it a few times just to make it feel like it's a little bit more secure. If I accidentally create a hole, I just kind of go through and patch it. Okay, now I'm going to take this tail and I'm going to bring it kind of up here. Pull it out. I will deal with this tail when I embroider my eyes. If you're not going to embroider your eyes, you can just hide that in the body. Trim it a little bit shorter and just hide it in the body. So now we're going to embroider the eyes. Okay, so this is how I embroider eyes. I'm not an expert. If you have a different method, go for it. I do like to just have some black and white yarn on hand of every size. I have a little bag full of every size yarn and black and white that is my eye bag. So we're going to start with some black. So I'm going to get me off a piece. Snip. And I'm going to put it on my needle. And I'm going to look at my bunny. Okay. I got little yarn fuzzes. So your bunny's ears can be like this if you wanted them, or you can fold them kind of forward, or they can just lay back, whichever, however you prefer. Doesn't really matter. So we got our feet, we got our nose, we got our ears. So you can kind of use this triangle here, swoop, 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 to figure out the eyes. So you kind of want them in line with the ears and the nose. So down here where this yarn tail is, I'm going to go in there. Come out over here somewhere. It doesn't really matter just yet. And I'm going to pull it through till I got a little tail there. That way I can deal with these ends later. So now we're just going to build up our eye. So I think this is a pretty good spot for now. If I don't like it, if you don't like it, you can always pull it out. So we're going to go down from where we're putting our eye. Make a line, and then we're going to build that line up. So by going on this side or this side of the line, going in and out these same holes, we're just going to kind of build up the black to the shape that we want our eyes. This is a skill. It takes a while to learn how to embroider eyes. I'm not that good at it, but I'm getting better than I was. So if you don't like it, just cut it out and start over. I do like using embroidered eyes more because I feel like the product is safer for anybody to own. Okay, I think that's a good shape. So now I'm just going to give it a little bit of height by building it up. Sometimes I make one really good eye and then the second one does not look that good. Okay, so the eye's there. So the second eye needs to be kind of over here. So I'm going to kind of poke my needle over where I think the second eye will go. That's a little too high, I think, so let's move it to here. think that's better. Maybe. We'll see. Sometimes my eyes are different sizes and I have to rip one out, do it over and over again, but it's just like any other skill. It just takes a while to get good at it. I don't like that already. Let's change that. When you mess up like that, you can just use your needle to pull it out. I will say if you do that too many times with this kind of chenille yarn, it will mess up the yarn. But if you just have to do it once or twice, it's not that bad. I wish I could get my yarn right there, but I don't think it will come out right there because there's a stitch base right there. Maybe right here. You just have to kind of mess with it, play with it to get it the way that you want it to look. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Let's build it up and see what we think. So just build up the shape. And then we will go back and add a little bit of white as a detail. I think that might be good. Let me just kind of come off over here somewhere. Compare them. They're pretty much the same shape. And then I'm going to bring my black yarn back out the same hole. And then I'm just going to leave it there. I'll deal with it in a minute. Now I'm going to get a little piece of white yarn. The white doesn't need to be as long as black because you're not using as much of it. And then this one I'm just going to go in over here somewhere. I'm going to go down to the bottom of this eye. Pull it almost all the way through. Leave a tail. And I'm going to lay it under the eye like that. Go back out the same place. I like to do just a couple layers of the white. And then when I go in the top of this one, I'm going to come out the bottom of this one. Do the same thing over here. You just have to use your fingers to kind of guide where you want it to lay. And then I'm going to bring my needle out over here. Okay, so there's his little eyes. So now we're going to deal with our ends. First, I'm going to kind of trim them. I like to knot them into a few knots just to kind of secure them. Don't pull them too tight because it might alter the shape of your eye. This black one's still pretty long. I use my dull sewing scissors for my yarn scissors, so they don't always cut the first try. So these are old retired sewing scissors. Just kind of cut these a little bit shorter. And then we're going to take a crochet hook, which I already put up, so I have to get back out. And we're going to stick it in part of the bunny's body. Pull the yarn tails through with our hook and then kind of shimmy it so that they fall off inside the bunny. Then we're going to do that again over here. If I can find that stitch. Whoops, that's not the right one. Right there. Hook them through and pull them in. Remove all those fuzzies. Okay. So there is our finished bunny. There's his cute little face and his body and his booty. And you can have his ears like that. You can fold them forward. You can fold them this way forward. Or you just let them lay wherever they happen to land. And there's your little bunny. He's so cute. I just let him, if you wanted to, you could put like a little smirk or something. Or you just leave it as is. You could use safety eyes or felt eyes. You can use a whole array of colors or a multicolored yarn, I think would be cute. But he's just so sweet. I love his little body. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up and share it if you think someone else will enjoy it. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. or if you want to send me an email, my email is always listed below. And if you make this bunny, I would love to see it, so you can share it with me through email or on my Facebook group. Or if you have YouTube videos, you can also tag me in them and I can come over and watch them. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye guys.